some people have some things to say about Nebraska. They're not the only ones. Then come find out.
Heinrich gets the snap, play action, flips it out the flat, caught, touchdown, Thomas Fidone. The snap is bobbled and blocked.
Score.
Up in the air, the ball's picked up by the Huskers, scooting down the sidelines, Quentin Newsome to the 30, 20, 15, tearing 5, touchdown, Nebraska.
Man, that's the day that we dream about ever since we was young, man. And, it was just a great feeling.
G belly action, the throw, he makes a catch, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Nebraska. Goal! He banged it in there, 55 yards out.
When I was walking in, I heard someone yell to me, said, "Coach, just one more, just one more." I don't want just one more. You want just one more? I want to try to win.
And another enjoyable Hy-Vee sounds of Saturday. Looking at that Huskers 31-14 victory over Purdue. Congratulations. A lot of different things in all three phases that were good. There was obviously things got to get cleaned up, but a really solid performance Saturday.
Yeah, I think for our guys, we played as a team. We played with a lot of energy, handled the elements really well. Some guys stepped up, and I'm not going to complain about winning 31-14. I was proud of the guys.
Yeah, a lot of positive things in today. Nice to see special teams get some points on the board. A long field goal, and then a kick return of a block field goal.
Yeah, we've been emphasizing that field goal block. What a great play by Quentin. To be where he's supposed to be, but then bring his own talent to the party by catching that ball over the top of his head. Elijah Judy got the block, and I'm just proud of the guys. To be able to change the game on special teams, because we started off, obviously with the kickoff return fumble, punt return fumble. The punt return game still needs to improve, but made some impact plays.
And Tristan's kick might have been good from 60 plus, Coach.
Yeah, it's never a question of distance with that kid. Now he's got an unbelievable leg, and he's getting better and better.
Good stuff. We'll get to it. First half highlights coming up next.
Let's check out this week's Big Mac sack from McDonald's. Hudson Card claps the hands, gets the snap, looking left, looking middle, rolling right, looking, being flushed, gets hit, goes down. Here's the first sack of the game. Jamari Butler, MJ Sherman. There's your Big Mac sack of the game.
A really good job. Tight end gets off clean, but nice combo coverage on the back end for Nebraska. Just nowhere to go with the football.
So the defense does it again. With that Big Mac sack, Big Mac sandwiches are buy one, get one free the day after the game. Only at McDonald's.
Welcome back to the Husker Football Show presented by BMO. Nebraska took on Purdue, a cold, windy homecoming game day at Memorial Stadium. And they kick a short one. One of your up men, Garrett Snodgrass, grabs it, and then it comes loose here at the end of the play. Yeah,
really a shame. We never back up. Fleeks should catch that ball. Might have gone for about 50. This is a good – we're going to have the ball at the 40 right here. But credit to them, they put their hat on the football.
And your defense makes it turn into nothing. Great job by the defense on the quick change.
Yeah, they've learned to attack those situations, and I held them to no points.
So you get the ball down to start this. You knew they were going to pressure you a lot here. You just missed the deep pass there. That probably should have been caught.
Yeah, if that ball's thrown just a couple yards out there, Jaden Doss early on in the game wanted to go after them, and had a chance there, just couldn't quite make the play.
There they get one of their 3 sacks in the game here. They get the football back, and you're able to force a turnover as Jamari Butler with a nice hustle play to force the ball and get it out.
Yeah, proud of Jamari. He practices this way. We knew we were going to have to get some turnovers. It was going to happen eventually, and the guys got it done this game.
So you start right near midfield, unable to take advantage of this, couldn't quite get the offense cranked up yet. It's coming, though. You get a 3 and out from your defense here to get the football back, and then as you mentioned earlier, the punt return, a muff kick that you're able to get back thanks to Quentin Newsome who gets down there to pick it up.
Yeah, Alex Bullock filling in there for Billy Kemp, and AB can do this. I think he probably overthought it just a little bit, but great play by Newsome to hustle. Appreciate the review guys. Originally not ruled for us, yeah. But stepping in and getting it corrected.
So then you put together an unbelievable job. This is an 8-minute, 52-second drive, 15 plays, 87 yards. You got some more motion going on the offense on this drive.
I think the biggest thing was Fleeks. He stepped up, made a third down catch. Here Jaden Doss makes a third down catch. Fleeks has the explosive run. Josh is a weapon that we have to use a little bit more.
Yeah, here's Fleeks on that little jet motion for you, and he gets it down inside there. But this is just a really well-executed drive. That many plays, it's hard to not do something wrong and keep it moving, but you just did a really nice drive.
Yeah, I think for us, with the way we want to run the football and the things we want to do, when we protect the football and we win third down, we're usually going to have great plays like this happen.
Easy flip to Thomas Fedoni for the score. You're on the board 7-0 early second quarter in this game. And then after you go back on defense, you get the first of 2 interceptions from Tommy Hill. And I know you're impressed with the way Tommy's been playing.
Yeah, Tommy wasn't even sure if he was going to play this week. Did a great job by our training room staff, and he was ready to go. And excellent job by him. Excellent job trying to return it. You can see his ball security there, and these are the kind of plays you need to win against a team like Purdue.
And then you take a shot.
Yeah, we knew we'd run the option. We knew the safety was running the middle. Came out, ran the option pass, and Jalen Lloyd does a great job here catching the football. I'm really proud at the end here. You see his ball security going in the end zone. It's a little thing, but it's something that matters. 2
straight weeks, that kind of formation, you've been able to score, one to Malachi, now one to Jalen. So now, 14-0 game. You scored those 2 touchdowns in less than 2 minutes off the clock, and then your defense gets a quick 3 and out. That's why you want it. Keep the momentum going with your team.
Yeah, I thought the defense, just excited to go play, and we knew Purdue has an explosive offense. They get behind us a couple times, so there's a lot of things in the game that weren't up to the level that we want them to be up to, but we overcame some of those things with effort.
So here's Heinrich on a rusher on the one side. They get a tackle for a loss here. I think they had 8 in the game TFLs against your offense. That's kind of what they are. They pressure, high risk and reward defense that they play.
Yeah, I'd say this number 5 and number 4, 2 of the best players. We went into the game saying, hey, these are the guys. And even when we were trying to read them, we got them a couple times, but they made some plays.
There's your defense making a play as well. That's Princewell with a nice tackle there. So a 14-0 game at the half. We'll come back, take it through the second half. That's coming up next. Welcome back to the Husker Football Show, brought to you by BMO. So Nebraska on defense to start the second half. Purdue gets the football, and another good start defensively for your team as you shut them down right away.
Yeah, the defense came out, got the start, and then unfortunately, this is a play that can't happen. Turn the ball over again in the red zone. Defense goes out and answers the call, though.
And you're able to make them try a field goal attempt, and here was the block we talked about in the open.
Yeah, great play by Elijah Judy. Really proud of him, and excellent, discipline. Our guys aren't crack backing on anybody. We're doing what we're supposed to do.
So Quentin, who had that play and also that fumble recovery on the muff, he was named by the Big Ten as the Special Teams Player of the Week. This play expands your lead to 21-0, and the way your defense is playing, you got to feel really good at this point in time in the game.
Yeah, this is a heck of a play by Giff. It's 3rd and 1, and really, we just said, hey, let's go out there, let's run the football, let's stay on the field, let's continue to play great defense. Felt like we were in control of the game.
You mentioned Isaac. He led the way in tackles with 10, playing at a really high level for you defensively. Got to be all conference, right? Boy, he's playing on every week.
I think we have a lot of guys that deserve that, especially on that side of the football. And, you have to win games, though, if you want people to vote for you. That usually goes to the teams that wins the most games, so we have to just continue to try to go 1-0 each week.
So now you're into the fourth quarter. Purdue not able to get anything on this play. You have a drive that doesn't go too far, but it ends with a 55-yard field goal from Tristan Alvano. It's the second longest field goal in school history. And as we mentioned in the open, that could have been good, maybe from 60+.
Yeah, you go back to that 4th and 1 play. That's Riley Van Poppel, true freshman out there making the play on 4th and 1. You go to that field goal right there. That's a true freshman. The field goal block, that's a senior. It's great when the seniors provide the leadership and the freshmen then see, hey, this is the way we do things here.
Here's was a play that was originally ruled a catch. They replay it and overturn that, so you get the football back, and another turnover comes up.
Yeah, just again unacceptable. Heinrich hasn't really done that, and showed up in this game. So we have to find a way to correct that. Have them 3rd and 15 here, and this can't be a score. They're going to go for them 4th down. They need a touchdown. So the scramble game has really hurt us this year. For all the things we do well on defense, quarterbacks scrambling around and finding someone open has hurt us, and it's something as a staff we know that we have to get corrected.
They go for 2. It's an incomplete pass there, not deflected away. They do an onside kick. You insert Jeff Sims. Heinrich's bleeding a little bit, and they get a scoop and score on a fumble here by Jeff.
Yeah, 4th and 1. I feel like with our run game we should end the game. If I could go back, I obviously wouldn't have done that. But we have to protect the football. We can't give them these plays.
They go for 2. They convert that to make it 24-14. A couple good runs here by Emmett Johnson, including his first ever touchdown. Over 70 yards back-to-back weeks for Emmett.
Yeah, Emmett's getting better and better. We talked about the impact Fleeks had. Emmett had it. And again, you see him with the commitment to ball security crossing the goal line. Excellent job by Donnie. He suggested this play, kind of pulled it out of the bag. Sack called it, and the guys executed it.
Your defense holds Purdue to under 200 yards of total offense. Another stellar effort. Purdue unable to mount a comeback. The 31-14 score that you see on the board there, that's going to be the final score of the game. But you mentioned Marcus. You moved him to the booth this week. He called the offense from upstairs.
Yeah, I don't really care where the coaches go. He said, hey, I'm going to go to the booth. He asked me if he could go to the booth. I said, just tell me on the game where you're at. He went up there, and I think it was good for him. He could see the field. The shame of the whole day is you take away the turnovers. We were 43% on third down. We scored 24 points on offense. Those are the things I asked of the guys. And if we get the turnovers taken care of, hopefully we can make another step.
Huskers have now won 5 of their last 6. They're in a 4-way tie for first place in the Big Ten West. We're back with more of the show coming up next. Welcome back to the showtime for this week's Cornhusker Conversation presented by Teammates. This week, Jessica Cootie sits down with Isaac Gifford.
Claps his hands, gets the snap. Hands it off to Tracy, hit in the backfield and dropped immediately. What a play by guess who? Isaac Gifford, another tackle in the backfield for a loss of 5.
How have you seen this team approach? I mean, with the wins, the losses, whatever it might be, moving on to that 1-0 mentality every single week?
We've just kept the same process, right? Being focused on the process because we're not there yet, and we all know that. And sticking to the process is how we're going to get to where we want to be.
Wearing that number 2 and that single digit, what has that meant to you? Being the initial setting the standard with that here this year, that first year, to be able to get to be one of those guys?
Yeah, it keeps dawning on me that I'm the first one to wear 2 at Nebraska. So it's pretty cool to know that when I'm not here, somebody else is going to be wearing that 2. So it'll be cool to see who gets it next. I just keep remembering why I have it and what I need to do to keep that number and keep that respect of having that number. Did
you find it important for yourself personally to be, okay, I'm going to help lead the way for some of these young guys and buying into this culture? Yeah, definitely. That's one of the main things I wanted to do as an older guy and the leader on the team is be able to set the standard for the young guys and be like, they can look at me and be like, okay, that's how I need to do it. What is it about it that you guys have bought in so much to what you guys are doing defensively? Oh, I just think the relentless discipline and violent, the RDV of everything is, it doesn't matter what the call is. As long as you're playing relentless, discipline, and violent, we're going to be fine. Because you just disrupt everything. Because the offense doesn't know what you're doing, right? You're playing so hard, it doesn't matter what their call is or what our call is either. You're playing hard. There's a lot of guys that have played a lot of football here that are making a lot of plays, but then there's a lot of guys that just like every week that, yeah, what is it about that and that every week you're seeing somebody new that's stepping up and making plays? It's awesome because it just shows that this staff doesn't care like what the depth chart is. If you can play football, you're going to play. And so that's awesome for the guys that are on scout, and it pushes us guys that are starting now like, hey, they will put somebody else in if you're not playing up to the standard. How much fun is it for you guys? It just seems like every week you're playing with more and more confidence and you're buying into what the jobs are. How much fun is it to be a part of a defense that's playing the way you guys are playing? It's pretty awesome because it's freeing. Like I said before, you can play free because you trust each other so much. When I was talking to you this summer and the coaches were all raving about what you had done, and you had told me that I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not leaving anything out there. Has that still been a process for you every single day of every single day bringing your best? Yeah, my days they're getting close to the end, so I am taking advantage of every day I have. Just playing free, I have no worries. I have nothing to lose. I got 5 games left. Just go out there and play.
Jessica, nice job. Isaac's not the most talkative guy. You got to ask him some questions sometimes to get him to open up. He may not be real talkative, but he's a heck of a football player. How easy to coach?
Oh, he's amazing, and he's certainly talkative on the football field. I think when you turn around a program, you come into a new program. It's kind of like a play. There's different actors. He's one of the central figures in this thing. he has the heartbeat of the team. He holds guys accountable while at the same time holding himself more accountable, and that's a huge thing. When the guys can look at you and say, well, I'll listen to him because I know he's doing it right. And he's a great player. He's playing through, he's banged up, he's playing through it. I'm really proud of him.
He's so versatile. He can cover guys, he can come up and run support, he can do all that things for you.
Yeah, he's why this defense works, because, you know, this defense requires versatile players, and he's as versatile as there is.
All right, come back and get some final thoughts from the coach. We'll do that next. Welcome back to the Husker Football Show, presented by BMO. Nebraska back on the road after a couple of home games, headed to East Lansing, Michigan to take on Michigan State. They are yet to win a game in the league. Obviously a program in turmoil with the Mel Tucker dismissal, interim staff. That sounds familiar to Husker fans. Your thoughts about going to play Sparty?
Well, I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. You know, you look at the games, they've all been close games. You know, Minnesota pulled away late, scoring 17 points in the fourth quarter. This is a proud program. They've got good players. They're physical. And the one thing I'll make sure I'll say is that, you know, they're in the upper half of the Big Ten in run defense. So, you know, you can look at some numbers, they can be misleading. You know, maybe if we were an air raid or we were throwing the ball, that would be one thing. But these are a big, powerful, stout defensive line. They've got skill on the outside at receiver and running back. So it's like every other game for us. If we play well, we're going to have a chance to make one more play in the fourth quarter. And I hope our guys are locked in. There's a lot of distractions this week, you know, Halloween and a lot of tests this week and all those things. It's another week for our guys to understand that this is all about doing the process and the players playing with confidence.
All right, have a good week.
Thank you.
Huskers travel to East Lansing to take on Michigan State on Saturday. We're back next week to check out the action from that game. My thanks to the entire Husker Vision crew and to you for watching. We'll see you again here next week.